Alright guys, what's good? Welcome to another episode. The little one down below is playing with some guitar. I'm just waking up from a nap, which is good. Good to reset the day. Approaching here at London session today. So just going through the usual, the daily Proverbs. Apologies, I don't think the last two episodes had it included, so I need to get back on track with that. Honestly, looking at how degen I was trading, that's a huge part of it. So let me get into this, share the verse of the day, and then take a look at what we are going to be looking at for today. Yeah, it's a classic today. Verse of today is number 10, verses 10 to 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through wisdom your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you're a mocker, you alone will suffer. And I feel like this is just so many facets of life. Obviously life as a whole, which for me as a Christian is reading the word. But in any facet, like if you want to be better at work, if you want to be better at trading, get more knowledge. Don't try and do it with just like sheer intuition. Or if you want to be a better, I don't even know, like salesman, get knowledge in psychology of sales. And yeah, just expand your knowledge, always keep growing. Let's jump into the charts. I was eyeing a short today, to be honest. We haven't really had much change, but I look at the US 100 because I think this change in volume is a bit more accurate compared with the actual MNQ values. We can see that we're shifting below, which is this purple line. Just watching the M2 now, as the open has just started about 11 minutes ago. You can see that we're splitting down, so we're going to go in for one position here for both these accounts. Make sure that we are linked. Going in short here. If we get further confirmation, we're going to look to add to the position. Looking good so far. And so I did some, you can see obviously our drawdowns. We had one winning day yesterday. So that's the cool thing about Fund Next. There is the potential, I'm not going to be focused on this, but there is the potential to get payouts in as soon as 3 days, which is honestly mind-blowing. I don't know why more people aren't onto this, to be honest. But essentially we're just going to have to run the same consistency rules. The profit restarts, we're going to add in another 3 micros, right? Stops just above this high for now, little one. Stops here for now. We'll come into here so we can see it has reset. Let me refresh this. As you can see, 1,400 is our profit, which is our drawdown. 503 was what we hit yesterday. So again, the profit required for consistency is sitting at 1,259. So you can see here, 503. We have to reach here, assuming we're hitting the same profit target. That's pretty much the goals. If we hit day 2 for this other account, which is our riskier profile, so if we come to the 255 account, that's darling. Sitting about $3,000 profit here. We now have to hit 2.3 to be able to do another withdrawal. So basically, if we hit 900 days, I've actually got to adjust my stop here. We'll go to 920. Then it'll be like 1,800 and we're needing an extra 500 here. So we'll just wait and see. I will make that adjustment now. 920, daily loss limit, making sure that is present here. Making sure the other one has its loss limit. Obviously from yesterday's trading took it off, which is very silly on my part. We'll look to scale in here if we get a closure. This is looking really nice. Now I'm just watching for these levels. So we've got a 4-hour BC, a daily BC sitting right here. So I want to look to take the majority of the position. We've got Asian lows resting right here as well. So we might do a sweep and then bounce back up. We're just going to want to be taking partials a bit more sooner than what we did yesterday. 25309 is going to be our first spot. 309 and here. Just going to want to take 2. Yeah. 309 is the first spot. Then we got 25284. So we'll take it 3 above. Got the daily BC resting just below at 7.4. She's now starting to talk back as well. She just started talking. Let's see. Would ideally like to add into this position, but I've got to be smart with the entry here. I'm not sure if we get all the way. We're at the value area lows for today now, so I'm just got to be mindful. Looking for some momentum to the downside here, which is so funny, man. I just realized all of these, we need 7 micros already on, so I'm just gonna wait to see if we can get an opportunity to partial in here, or pyramid I should say. Stuff it, we're going in. So 14 is now our adjusted stop. Just trail it at these 3-minute highs. Just making sure that's correct actually. 14 stop. Alright, approaching first TP, which is Asian lows. Taking TP just before this area in case we bounce right back up. Wish we did pyramid in a little bit earlier, but hey, it is what it is. Let's wait and see. Just shifting back, we've had a bit of a push. I need to be careful once again. Yes, it's still pushing down. Gold is making moves to the upside. We did pyramid in really early here, so I'm not too bothered with this coming up a little bit. Just trying to see if we can get an entry on gold here. Just looking at 1 micro. Still at all-time highs, so I'm not going to be fighting the push on gold here. But here we are for MNQ. We've got point of control resting right here, so stop should be at 342. 342 should be our stop loss here. 330 is pretty much our entry. Okay, that's where we should be looking to pyramid. Let's watch this just to see if we get a reaction of sellers to the downside here, or whether buyers are going to hold this. Okay, decent reaction. Just want to see this bearish. No flip. Just waiting for the first bearish candle. Shift to the M3 once again. Thank you. We're at point of control now, so we'd be expecting sellers to start stepping back in. Decent reaction here, a bearish closure. So we have 1, 2, 3 spots of TP right now. I'm just gonna change these to make these 3 instead. Yeah, and then that. It looks like we are fading the point of control here. Just trying to see, maybe we're going for this CB in here. We have reacted off of this tiny little BISI at the bottom of Asian lows, but just doesn't seem likely we're going to get all the way this low and then just leave it. So I should have waited for my first pyramid. Nice candle here. Wouldn't want to see this good reaction here so far. And we just want to melt through this now. Nice, respecting point of control once again. So we want to see all of these levels taken now. Just looking at a higher time frame. Seems unlikely. We could spill a lot lower here. We could go all the way down here. So we'll leave that 1 micro for a runner if we do want to come all the way down here. Got 9 micros potentially on the table here. So let's wait and see what price wants to do. Gold is looking pretty good here too in the M3. Nice reaction. So we're gonna look for a long on gold here as well. I don't really have a target in mind here. I think just all-time highs. MNQ pushing down. We've filled all of this for gold already, so we'll be expecting highs all the way here. Alright, so we are stepping back in. This 3-minute is about to close because the gold 3-minute is. We had our 3-minute closure looking at trading view. We're at the value area lows here now, so we're expecting either a flooring through with some displacement. We should really just melt to the downside here if we're correct. We have majority of our size on the MNQ position. Gold, I'm just wanting a continuation, so let's wait and see. Probably watch the trading view for the time being, just keep the figures out of my mind, and go from there. If we take this low, we're going to adjust our stops to this high right here. Okay, so we had a lot of buyers step in here, sellers have pushed it right back down. Looking for these lows now since we pushed all the way back down. Gold looks like it's popping up here now too, so looking for this first partial. Should look to adjust stops as we're approaching this low. Alright, so approaching first partial spot here. Just update this. I think it's gonna be 7 micro 14. Let's wait and see. I think it already is 14 actually. I don't think we changed it to 20 when we added our last partial. Let's see. Last little dip, man. Come on. Took 1 micro off. Man, no way we don't get filled here with 1 micro. Little Missy can't believe it either. We should be okay here. So gonna add our stop loss right in here. Gold taken off. Let's go. Again, targeting these highs up here. So beautiful to see here. Okay, now at the value area lows. Looks like we just tapped out to fill the Civic. Nice reaction with sellers. Looks like they're stepping in. Really want to see this low taken. If we can take this low, I think we have enough grounds to spill lower here. Take majority of our positions off here. And then if we want to keep on running, leave that runner. Gold's looking really healthy here too now as well. There we go. Our official, yes. Alright, here's the spill looking for. Okay, darling. Now looking for some heightened speed. So this has been wicked. We want to see buyers that we're in here reverting from their positions rather than sellers getting out of their shorts and then looking back in long. With these key levels resting just below, probably makes a bit more sense that we spill. Just depends on how quickly we go, because if we have some momentum coming to this downside here, we might actually blast straight through. So keep an eye. We're at 400, approaching the target for the conservative account here. So gold still pushing up quite nicely here. MNQ more than likely Gonna see a bit of a rebound retest here. Got stops at these highs. Wouldn't want to see this taken anyway. Alright, so we're back just in time. Whoa! Hectic reactions here. Just gonna say I was gonna take myself out of MNQ. What is going on right now? That's crazy. So yeah, still got our targets that we're anticipating here. Hour is about to close in about 10 minutes. We do have an hourly busy approaching the 500 target here. Let's see. Come on, y'all. It can go a little bit further, right? You agree? Alright. Looking for further movement. Gold's pulling back now, is it? Pushing with gold still. Looks like we're moving on. It's moving quite slow though, which is a bit of a surprise. MNQ looks like we are dipping to these lows now, which is good to see. This is what we're anticipating. Very close here. It never just gets to the TP and then blasts through. It's always got to have some resistance. We'll just be patient with it. There we go. It's so annoying how it does this because I can still trade, which is super annoying, but anyway, it is what it is. MNQ still spilling down here. We're just going to adjust our stops. Don't need to give all of this back. There we go. Displacement to the downside now. Gold's still pumping, so all looking really good. Crazy flip to the upside here. We're almost about to be stopped out. Lots of volume has just stepped in right here. Just look at it. Doesn't look like anything significant, but there was a fair bit of volume and displacement coming out here, so just gotta be mindful. Stops are where they need to be. I don't need to give all of this back, so here's saying bye bye to our profits. See ya. That's alright. Keep everything as is. Alright, still melting to the downside here. Even though we had a big amount of volume stepping in, might have been bulls that were just a little bit early. Looks like we're still trending down here, so it's good. Take a majority of our position out here, as we said before. Probably be around the 600, maybe 700 mark. Hopefully we'll just let gold continue pushing up to take us where we need to be. If gold makes highs above here, probably gonna do the 1 micro. See if we can get our target over $6, bro. I need to chill. So we're gonna have some dinner, meal prepped, yellow curry. Thai yellow curry, and then we're gonna have dinner right now. Let the trade do what it needs to do and then come back. Just finishing up our dinner. MNQ looks like it's pushing back up. This is spicy, bro. They don't want to handle it. She's going for more. I don't know if you can see it. Eating on the floor. Alright, about to be stopped out. Gold's pumping back. We did add in just so that we could hit that 500 mark. The reason being, I know myself, I'm gonna put another trade on later tonight, and because these are still linked and this hasn't hit target, it's still actually gonna trigger a position. So just hitting that 500 automatically means that it physically cannot put a position on. Okay, so stopped out. I'm just going to take myself out on all of these positions on MNQ. There probably is merit to looking to flip this now to the upside. I'd be interested to see where we have tapped into. So this 15-minute busy. Learning from yesterday as well, like at all-time highs, not expecting price to flood all the way to the downside here. Definitely could, but my priority is on gold. Continuing to the upside here. That's where I'll put most of the capital. We'll come check MNQ later tonight, but I'm just gonna let gold go. It's just been making all-time high after all-time high with very minimal pushes to the downside. Had a little bit of a push yesterday, 9:30 open. Looking for these highs to be taken. MNQ does look like we're pumping to the upside here. Maybe a warrant for a long in here. Looks like the downward move is all exhausted. We're pumping up quite rapidly here as well, so yeah, looking pretty decent. I don't want to fight it just because we do have these levels, and if we do want to go back long, it's probably better to wait till we get here, but let gold hopefully continue to do its thing, and then we'll come check back in a few minutes. We're gonna get this little one in the shower as she's made quite a mess and we'll go from there.